boys. Today we have a brand new Saab 9.5 drive shaft that we will be destroying for science. We want to know why they tell us that this drive shaft is not serviceable. So we'll try to dismantle it and see how the U-joints can come out, and if we are able to swap the center bearings and change them. So be in touch. We will be destroying it. It's brand new, never used. So we are doing this for the science, guys. Watch the video. So guys, for now we just removed one of the U-joints on the drive shaft. The only tools you will need to do this first part is a grinder here and a press. So what you will be doing is you will have to press out one of the side of the U-joints. So one of the other side of the joints, you have the cap that is going outside, and you will need to take the grinder and grind the top of the cap. What this will allow you is to press from the other side here, where you grinded the cap, so you can press out the other cap, because the U-joints in the middle is too small and beefy at the same time. So you can't just press out one of the side and take the joints out like you would do on a truck drive shaft. So that's how you have to do it. We don't know yet, and we didn't do any research to know if we can find a replacement U-joint for these shafts, but this will be in another step or another video. Our goal today is not to change the U-joints. We just want to check how it's made and how we can service it. So for now we are removing the U-joints, and we will be trying to remove the center bearings after. Be in touch. Okay guys, so we tried to figure out how we could possibly change the midship assembly center bearing, and it's really unfortunate, but it really is non-serviceable. Here you can see that we had to cut the shaft here, so we could figure out how the fuck they did assemble this shit together, and we figured that it's really non-serviceable. The reason for that, you will see here. We cut this in two pieces to figure out if there was a bolt in the center or something that would retain the two parts from the inside, and as you can see, there is nothing. So it's pretty simple what they did. They probably had this part of the shaft on the machine. They put the center bearing on the shaft, and they just welded this part together here. You can see if you inspect it carefully that there is like some sort of welding here. You can see the same on the shaft, along the shaft here. We didn't thought that it would be some welding, but it really is. I don't know how they do this, but they must have a special machine that weld the metal by making it really hot and just pressing the two parts together. And you can see this sort of weld right here too. So they must have welded the two parts here together. So as we figured, you can see that unfortunately it's a bad design, and it cannot be serviced without cutting it. But as soon as you cut it, you can put it together and weld it back properly and have it aligned and balanced. It's just too complicated in my opinion. What you can do is you can try to find a shop that they will want to cut your shaft and your U-joints here, and just replace the whole part here and make sure it's aligned at the good place, at the proper place on the car, so you can bolt the center bearing mount at the same place than they put it from factory. But in fact, if you do this, you are just searching to custom make a shaft. So it's not. I don't think it's a good thing price-wise to just ask a shop to change this section. So I would probably recommend that you made them keep the two custom joints that you can see here, and just do another shaft completely, another newly done shaft, and make sure they reuse the bracket here, and they get the proper measurement so the brackets can bolt on the OEM place. What are my impression about this design? Is it's a really bad design. I'm pretty sure there is a reason why they did this like this. Probably that it's less expensive for them, but for the customer it's really expensive. This part is like this part and probably just the center bearing mount. It's probably a $25, $30, or $35 part, but instead of that you have to buy another brand new shaft at about $1,200 US. Here I'm in Canada, and it's really more expensive than that to get it from the US and import it. We have custom duties. We have the shipping, because it's a box that is probably measuring about 8 or 9 feet. My impressions are that it's it's a crappy design for guys like us that like this platform and have to probably change a shaft about 2 or 3 times, depending on how much time and how much mileage you put on your car. I don't know if it comes from GM or Saab, but if someone from GM or Saab is listening to that, it's a fucking crappy design, guys. I like my car. I want to keep it. I really like the platform, but this part is like a truck. You have to change the U-joints once or twice, or maybe 3 times in the lifetime of the car, and same thing for the center bearings. Why the fuck did you design something like that? I can't understand. So anyway, guys, we did it for the research purpose. It was a brand new shaft. Fortunately, it wasn't a shaft from a 9.3. It was a shaft from a 9.5. It still can be found, because I think the Cadillac SRX and some Buick Verano or Regal all-wheel drive use the same platform and the same shaft, but I wouldn't have done this on a 9.3X or a cross-wheel drive shaft, because it's not the same length. There are two parts of the shaft that are not the same length than the 9.3, so the 9.3 shaft will become more rare, and so yeah, that's why I didn't do that for research purpose on a real cross-wheel drive Saab 9.3 shaft. But yeah, I still butchered a brand new shaft to see if it was serviceable. I still think that if you have just some U-joints that are going bad, you can definitely change them, and you just have to find a shop that they will want to press out, cut it, or anything to get it out. We had to press them out and cut them and grind them. Maybe you can't find, you will have problems to find some aftermarket U-joints that will fit there. But if you have a good drive shaft shop like the one I found here in Quebec City, they will want to just machine the holes that are in the part that are holding the U-joints, and have them machine at the right size to fit an aftermarket joint. So yeah, we can say it's half serviceable, but the thing with the center bearing, that's really crappy, guys. I really don't understand why they did this like that. Well, what can we do? The only thing you can do is pray and hope a drive shaft shop can reuse your 2 custom joints for the front and the rear, and just make a brand new shaft, or change the middle section here for something that is aftermarket. So here you go, guys. I hope you liked the video. I'll try to make some other video on things like this, because I work a lot on my cars, and I like to do some things like this for research purpose. If you like the video, subscribe, share, comment, like, and that's it. Thank you for watching.